I found 2 silver coins, one of which is now my second oldest coin. But more interesting than that, I've been given a new perspective. These are my stories from the signal. When I build my stories from the signal, I take what I've found from below the dirt and determine what it is and who possibly owned it and why they lost it. I put myself in the perspective of the owner or the user of the item. The brakeman risking fingers, hands, and life to hook 2 train cars together. The slave buttoning a garment with hands completely calloused. The young girl turning a thimble into a drinking vessel for her bear. My son and his girlfriend recently volunteered for a local organization called the Bethany House. In their own words, they provide transitional housing and supportive services to young ladies between the ages of 18 and 24 who are aging out of foster care or at risk of experiencing homelessness. This is something I've never thought of before. While I come from a very humble background, I was fortunate to have a stable family who supported me not only when I was very young, but through college, into marriage, and first-time home ownership. We take many things for granted when we are surrounded by family. My wife informed me after my son volunteered that they were in need of some items, which I didn't think twice when she told me she was buying for these young ladies. We have also helped clean up donations provided to the Bethany House for an upcoming yard sale, as well as donated items. I have driven past this place but didn't know the amazing support they are giving. After helping to clean up the on-site storage building for the yard sale, I asked if I could metal detect on the property. This house was built in 1873, and there is a beautiful old barn which is now a renovated church. I only had about 2.5 hours to detect and was so amazed by my finds. The very second hole I dug resulted in this. Now at first I thought it was perhaps a Spanish real, a trime, or a half dime. It is worn down and difficult to get details. Some numbers can be faintly seen. I'm not an expert on old coins, especially foreign coins. I was able to read a 1700s date, so I started looking through various coins online. And once you see the example, the smallest details make sense. This is a Pillar Spanish half real minted in Mexico. And after using a loop, I believe the mint is 1758. It is the 3rd Spanish coin I found. The second one was found right next to this silo, which can be seen from the very spot where I found this 3rd half real. It is the 3rd coin I found from the 1700s. Also on the day, I found 5 wheat cents and this amazing Tootsie car. This is only the 3rd Tootsie car I've ever found. The first 2 I gave to the owner, so this is the first one I'm adding to my collection. And I've also found this beautiful mercury dime. I didn't have a lot of time, but I found some amazing items. I actually wanted to stop looking, not only due to time constraints, but I wanted to leave what I believed to be still good stuff underground. I made a donation to the Bethany House as a thank you for allowing me to detect, and it occurred to me, and I briefly mentioned it in passing to the director, that I could easily get a few of my friends who detect, and we could all make a donation in return for a day of detecting. There is plenty of land there that I haven't even come close to scanning with my detector. Hopefully, we can come to an agreement with the Bethany House, and we can help spread the word of the amazing work they are doing, make some donations, and get to dig up some new and amazing stories.